Imagine standing on a distant world under a black ocean of stars. The night is calm, eternal, until suddenly two of those stars, tiny points of light in the endless dark, begin to drift toward one another. You don't hear it, but space itself starts to sing. Gravity stretches the fabric of reality like a drum skin, and the universe prepares for one of its rarest and most violent performances, a collision of stars. What happens when two suns meet head-on? The answer is both terrifying and beautiful. In the vast reaches of space, stars are normally far apart, light years between them. But in the crowded hearts of galaxies or dense star clusters, they can dance dangerously close. Two massive suns orbit each other for millions of years, spiraling closer, trading heat, light, and plasma, their fates intertwined by gravity. Over time, they begin to decay, pulled together by invisible threads until, one day, they touch. Their outer layers stretch and merge into a shared, boiling atmosphere, a common envelope glowing millions of degrees hot. From this moment on, there is no turning back. As they merge, shock waves ripple through each star. Their shapes distort, tides rise to unimaginable heights, and enormous streams of gas flow from one star to the other. The air between them becomes plasma. Then, in an instant, their cores collide. The energy released is staggering. Temperatures soar into the billions of degrees. For a brief moment, the universe ignites anew. Hydrogen and helium fuse at accelerated rates, forging heavier elements in bursts of nuclear fire. The blast sends waves of light and radiation racing across space. If both stars are young and burning, they might fuse into a single larger star, twice as massive, twice as bright, and spinning furiously. Astronomers call these reborn giants blue stragglers. Stars that appear younger than their neighbors, living second lives stolen from their partners. They shine hot and blue, a monument to cosmic violence. But sometimes the ending is far less merciful. Imagine instead that one or both stars are dead, compact remnants like white dwarfs or neutron stars. Then the collision becomes apocalyptic. Two white dwarfs spiraling inward may combine into a single body too heavy to survive its own gravity. Carbon fusion ignites uncontrollably, tearing the star apart in a thermonuclear explosion, a Type R supernova so bright it can outshine an entire galaxy for weeks. No star survives. Only a cloud of glowing debris and the ashes of new elements remain, iron, nickel, and calcium drifting into the void. If the colliding pair are neutron stars, the finale is even more extreme. Imagine two objects, each the mass of the Sun, but only 20 kilometers wide. They circle each other hundreds of times per second, losing energy as ripples in spacetime, gravitational waves, carry away their momentum. The closer they get, the faster they spin, until in their final milliseconds they move at a fraction of light speed. Then they hit. Space itself shudders. Matter is crushed into densities beyond imagination. Protons and electrons forced together into neutrons. A fraction of their mass vanishes into pure energy. Neutrinos stream out in torrents, invisible and unstoppable. In that blinding instant, a burst of gamma rays tears through the cosmos, an event we can detect from millions of light years away. Astronomers call it a kilonova. The collision ejects clouds of neutron, rich material that forge the universe's heaviest elements. Gold, platinum, uranium. Yes, the very gold in your jewelry, the platinum in your electronics, the atoms in your blood may once have been born in the aftermath of such a stellar collision. Creation by destruction. Moments later, a black hole may form at the heart of the wreckage, swallowing what remains of the two stars. Around it, a glowing disk of gas whirls at relativistic speeds, launching twin jets of radiation that pierce the galaxy. Light X-rays and radio waves echo outward for eons, a cosmic obituary written across the spectrum. From Earth, such an event would appear as a sudden flash brighter than billions of suns, fading slowly over weeks. And yet, not every collision ends in annihilation. When two ordinary stars merge, the aftermath can be strangely peaceful. The new, larger star burns hotter and faster, living for millions of years before dying in its own supernova. Around it, the material thrown out during the merger forms disks and clouds, potential seeds for new planets. Out of chaos, creation continues. Even destruction feeds life's story. Imagine being close enough, say a few dozen light years away, to see it unfold. First comes silence, then a sudden brightening. 2 points of light become one, then erupt in brilliance. The night sky is washed in color, blue, white, gold, and even though you're unimaginably far away, you'd feel the faint whisper of gravitational waves ripple through your atoms. You'd be witnessing the death of stars and the birth of new matter. In the real universe, astronomers have caught glimpses of such collisions. In 2017, two neutron stars collided 130 million light-years away, producing both gravitational waves and visible light. It was the first time in history we heard and saw The same cosmic event, a milestone proving Einstein's predictions true and revealing how many of the elements on Earth were formed. Every time we detect one, we're watching the universe write its autobiography in fire. And yet, despite the violence, there's beauty in the balance. When two stars collide, they remind us that even in destruction, the cosmos never wastes energy. It recycles it. Matter becomes light. Light becomes elements. Elements become worlds. Worlds become life, and life, eventually, looks back up at the sky and wonders where it came from. The answer shines down in every star, every atom of gold, every heartbeat. It came from collisions like these. So next time you gaze at the stars, remember this: somewhere out there, two of them are spiraling closer, locked in an ancient dance of gravity and fate. Someday they will meet, and in a flash of unthinkable brilliance, they'll cease to exist as individuals but be reborn as one. Their light will travel for millions of years before finding your eyes. And for a heartbeat, you'll be connected to that moment, that explosion, that creation. Because the universe isn't just out there. It's in you, in me, in every atom forged in the fires of colliding stars. That's what happens when two stars collide, the end of two lives, and the beginning of everything else.